Yesterday was the Super Bowl, and Polly Market posted this promotion ad. Let's watch it. So as you can see, this was actually posted by Polly Market. As you can see in the video, it shows Logan Paul placing a $1 million bet on Polly Market. I don't know if it's a bet or a prediction, but $1 million prediction on Polly Market. And what's interesting, one of my favorite Twitter accounts, Zach XBT. But to be fair, I think there's another guy that actually found it. But we're gonna get to Zach XBT because it's right here. Logan Paul allegedly put in $1 million prediction, but if you look closely here, you can kind of gauge it says $0. And we can go to this one. Also, you got 4K resolution right now, $0. So why are Polly Markets doing that? Are they trying to scam its users? When I first saw this, I said, okay, cool, you found out that there's actually no money in the account, but is that really a scam? Is it deceptive marketing? Zach SBT, again, I don't know where he gets his info from and his data, but it's amazing. Definitely to defense. But there was another clip, interesting clip.
Prime athlete might have just knocked out Diego Lopez at this exact moment that it's buffering. Does the Polly Market take account of the buffer into effect? Polly Market's the official prediction market of UFC.
72-28. 72-28 with who? Ball 80.
That was a bit of like a soft shill or soft promo. Polly Market's the official prediction markets of the UFC. Like, you didn't have to mention that, but let's continue.
85-15. No, there's something happening.
Something happened, right? Oh, this is actually funny because we're a minute behind. If it goes to like 100-0, we'll know there's like a knockout. 89-11. Dude, this is so fucking sick. You can see the odds in real time. If you think something is going to happen with a certain event, you can buy a position, and then if that outcome comes true, you get paid out. And there's no house. It's peer-to-peer. His ass is in his face.
See, another soft show, soft promo. But according to Zach XBT, he has never really disclosed that he's been working with Polly Market. And Polly Market are doing like a soft show, as you can see again in this post. Logan Paul checking Polly Market at the big game. Like, it's an indirect clip they saw of Logan Paul. Like, they're not really trying to establish a relationship. I think they should, because it might get him into a bit of trouble. Because when I looked at the SEC, what they say about promotions, they say advertisements must clearly and prominently disclose whether the person giving a testimony or endorsement, the promoter, is a client and whether the promoter is compensated. Additional disclosures are required regarding compensation and conflicts of interest. So in this case with Logan Paul, he is not really disclosing whether he's working with Polly Markets, and because Polly Markets is gambling specific, it's basically gambling, but gambling on crypto, but they rebranded it to call it prediction markets, which is like people get interested, like, what's a prediction market? That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but it's just gambling, but on crypto, but it's peer-to-peer, as Logan Paul says. And also, I do not promote no gambling or no financial advice, but me personally, I don't promote gambling. I'll get into it at the end as well, why I don't promote gambling. But it's interesting because this isn't the first time that Logan Paul has actually been caught in a scam. Because if you rewind it back to 2021, Logan Paul was actually sued by multiple victims of a scam called CryptoZoo. I don't really recall the scam, 2021. I don't think I was in crypto at that time. But a lot of people were claiming he misled his fans. And what's interesting about this article from the BBC, it says it's published in 2024, it says the BBC has new evidence suggesting he promoted investments without revealing he had a financial interest in them. So it seems like the same scenario is coming again. I think Logan Paul, well, I'm not his financial advisor, but I do think he needs to reveal whether he's working Polly Markets or not, because you've got some people that's on him. And it says the influencer Paul, whose YouTube channel has more than 23 million followers appear to have caused prices in this investment to spike, leading to suggestions he could profit from sales of any tokens. So I guess CryptoZoo was a meme coin, probably promoted it, said didn't have no financial interest in it, and definitely cashed out. You know how the meme coins go. But when we zoom out and just think about it, why are prediction markets like Poly Market using deceptive marketing schemes? Why are they showing $0 in their bank account when he's not really putting in $1 million? Why can't they just be honest? And it actually paints a very good question, because Poly Market's competitor, Kalishi, I don't know how to say it, I apologize. I never heard of Kalishi. I've heard of Kalishi, but I never heard someone say Kalishi. There are some ads, and I think I've been seeing them as well on social media, where Kalishi are pushing a narrative towards the younger generation, the Gen Z generation, about how prediction markets is their new side hustle, when in reality, prediction markets is gambling. It's you bet on an event to happen, and if your event wins, you cash out. But the only difference between gambling, like the traditional gambling, and prediction markets, one is on crypto and two is peer-to-peer. So there's no house. You're literally trading against people, which is like decentralization. No intermediary, no middleman. Straight between two people betting. But what Kalishi have been pushing, which is literally a Poly Market's competitor, POV, I was about to be unable to pay my rent, but I got 2 years of rent through Kalishi predictions. It's amazing. Me, because in 2026 I started working weekends and started predicting weather instead, making $280 per week now versus $190 before. Kalishi is legal in all 50 states. So they're really trying to push, as you can see, is a young lady, really trying to push it to the Gen Z. And this guy, he wrote a very good piece on Twitter. It's clear to me that Kalishi is going down the same path as Juul. If they don't pull back, it's going to have the same conclusion. For those that don't remember, Juul was one of a number of the main vaping brands in 2010s. It took a product that had good social good, helping smokers quit, but then aggressively push it into a new market, non-smokers and particularly kids. I remember back in school, 2018, 2017, everyone was smoking these Juul stuff, and I was never on it. I've never been a smoker, but I remember that Juul pandemic. Everyone was on that Juul stuff. I was like, what the hell is a Juul? Juul. That was like the new trend at the time. The backlash took time to build, but when it did, it was devastating for the company. I worked in the online gaming industry for over 25 years all over the world. This type of marketing is actually extremely rare in real money gaming. Firstly, most importantly, it's rare because operators view it as highly unethical. It is, I do think it's unethical, because gambling shouldn't really push towards the younger generation, because younger generation, they are already reckless with their money. And I mean, if you're of legal age, fairs, but it is unethical, but it's not illegal as long as you're of age. But hey, it's capitalism, economy, everyone's trying to make money, and they see kids as their best lick. But because you're a lick doesn't mean it's good for you. I'm just trying to shit, but yeah. But he does make a good point here, saying, secondly, it's also rare because it doesn't work. Do you think the teenagers in these ads are going to keep paying when they lose all their rent money? Which is a good point. Once you get burned, but me personally speaking, I've done meme coins, I've lost money, and then I've gone back in and put more money trying to make it back. I made it back, not lost everything, but that greed emotion does work amongst the younger generation. And what is smart, or what is noticeable about this marketing strategy, is that the younger generation want fast money. Because of social media, because of everything, people want the fastest route to richness. Especially when you see these people making crazy money on meme coins sometimes, and you're thinking, rah, people are making 20,000, 50,000 a day, 100,000 a day. But trust me, guys, this is even to you guys, I'm gonna conclude on this. Fast money is not good money. I know it looks nice when you see someone say, oh, I made 100K this month of prediction markets, or prediction market making 40K. I know some crypto influencers that they call it LARP, live action roleplay. They just chat shit on Twitter, Instagram, saying, oh, then they want you to buy their course, trust me, it's all a scam. I've been through it, not buying the courses, but I've been through the meme coin era in Binance Smart Chain when I was buying this, that coin, It's an area you want to invest your time into, because you could make money, you could make a lot of money, but the way you make the money is the same way you'll lose the money, and you're just going to be in an endless loop, making money, losing money, making money, losing money. And that's what gambling is. You're making money, losing money, you're just going to loop. And what you don't realize whilst you're doing this, time is just passing you by. When time is passing you by, that time you was using to gamble in prediction markets, meme coins, whatever, you could be using to actually invest into yourself, into high paying skill. And you don't get that time back. That's the thing. You might get the money back, you might lose that money, make the money back again, but you don't get the time back. And you'll realize as you grow up, you keep doing this, you keep investing into these meme coins, these prediction markets, you make a lick, but you never really built actual true skills and foundations into making proper money. Like, you never really got the, as I said, foundations of making money. So now when you do have all that money, you're just gonna be so susceptible to lose it because you haven't built the skills to actually maintain it. And that is why I don't recommend the fast money routes in crypto, prediction markets, etc. Because you don't have a plan, you don't have the foundations, the skills to handle it, you'll just go back to zero. And the thing is, money comes and go, but what you don't get back is your time. And trust me guys, what you should be doing, I'm going to end up for this, is using your time to invest into yourself, invest into high income skills where long term, you know, them skills are going to be there, they're going to be in demand, and you're going to be a money magnet. You're not going to be chasing the next meme coin pump, the next prediction market event, or gambling. You literally, just you being yourself, because of the amount of time, skills and money you invest into yourself, you become a person that literally just attracts money, opportunities, job opportunities, maybe brand deals, whatever you've done to build yourself up. You literally do not care about chasing money, you literally attract it. And that's literally when, not to say complete life, but when you get that peace of mind in your life where you're not worried about how I'm going to get my next paycheck, because you know you're someone valuable and you know what you bring to the table. If you're young watching this, forget these prediction markets. I know it hurts when you see someone making 20 bands a week, 20 bands a month, but trust me, if you are young, I'm still young, I don't know how to act like I'm young, but if you're thinking about doing these prediction markets, these meme coins, well, trust me, you're just going to waste your time. You start as early as possible, building up skills that are valuable to you, and you will never regret it. Trust me. You might regret investing into these coins, but you'll never regret investing money and time into yourself. But that's my video. I really like it, you know, guys. I want to get better at this. I'm really going to get better at this. I'm going to start posting every day. And guys are going to comment in the comments below. I'm going to distribute everything across all my platforms. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You tell me topics that you want me to talk about. And yeah, I really like this video. But peace. See you next time.